4 years ago when I became a mum for the very first time, I dreaded tummy time, and that was because my gorgeous little daughter absolutely hated it. But as a paediatric occupational therapist, I knew that there were 4 other tummy time positions which I could do with her, which were literally lifesavers. So in this video, I'm going to cover all 5 tummy time positions, which hopefully will make tummy time easier for you and your little one. But before we do, make sure you click on the free PDF document in the description box below, which covers the developmental milestones you can be expecting for your little baby in their first year of life. This will give you an invaluable peace of mind, as you'll know what to be expecting and when to be concerned. Also, if you want to make parenting significantly easier, make sure you start now by subscribing to my channel and hitting that bell, where you'll learn the tips and tricks I've learned over the last 10 years practicing as a paediatric occupational therapist and being a mum to 2 children. So, what are the 5 tummy time positions? The first one, which most parents know about, is that traditional tummy time position. So when your baby is a newborn, how you would do this is that you would place your baby on the ground, but you would put a boppy pillow or a nursing pillow underneath their chest, and you would put support on their bottom by placing your hand on their bottom and providing support at their elbows. This will ensure that the baby's weight is shifted from their head, which it generally is in, to their bottom, which makes it easier for them to lift their head. As they get stronger, you can replace that boppy pillow or nursing pillow with a rolled up towel, and then again provide support at their bottom and at their elbows. And as they get stronger, you remove those hand supports, and as they get stronger still in this position, you remove that rolled up towel completely, and your baby will be able to do that traditional tummy time position where they're lying directly on the floor. The second tummy time position is the football hold. How you would do this when your baby is a newborn is that you would use your arm to provide support at their elbows, and then you would place the other arm so that it goes between their legs and provide support along the length of their body. You would make it easier for your baby initially by tilting your arm, so it reduces the amount of gravity your baby's having to lift their head against, and as they get stronger, you can make it so that your arm is straighter, so they're more parallel to the ground. As they get older and become more able to lift their head in this position, what you would do is you can make it slightly harder for your baby, and you would do that by moving the arm that's initially providing support at their elbows to underneath their chest. And you could again apply that angle so that your baby's initially on an angle, so they're only having to lift their head against a smaller amount of gravity. And as they get stronger, you can make it so that your arms are flatter and they're more parallel to the ground. The third position is the chest to chest tummy time. This is one of my personal favorites when babies are newborns. And in this position, what you are doing is you are lying on a couch or on a bed, and you have pillows behind your back, so you're in more of an incline. And then your baby is lying on their tummy whilst they're on your chest. You would initially provide a lot more support to your baby when they're a newborn by having more of an incline and placing your hand on their bottom and at their elbow to try and shift that weight, so it's easier for them to lift their head. And as they get stronger, what you would do is slowly decrease the amount of pillows behind your back, so you're eventually lying flat on the ground. And you could initially have support at their bottom by putting your hand on it to provide shifting of that body weight, and then you could remove your hands completely and your baby will be able to lift their head in that position. The fourth position you could do with your baby is do tummy time while they're lying across your lap. So when they're young, so the newborn phase in the first few months, you would initially raise the leg that's underneath their chest to shift that body weight and apply your hand to their bottom so that it helps to move that body weight from the head to their hips and legs, so it's easier for them to raise their head. You can also give them additional support by holding them at the elbows as well as placing a hand on their bottom. And as they get stronger, you would slowly lower the leg that's underneath their chest so that they're lying straight across your legs and they're lifting against the full amount of gravity. The fifth position you can do with your little one is doing tummy time on an exercise ball. This was actually a really good position for a 1-2-month-old baby, particularly when I did it with my friend's little one recently. So how you would do it is you place your baby on their tummy on an exercise ball. I found I felt more secure when I was holding the baby at the trunk and also placing a hand near their bottom. And what you would do is that you would slightly tilt the ball backwards because it reduces the amount of gravity they're having to lift their head against, and it makes it easier. But as your baby gets stronger in that position when they're doing tummy time on the exercise ball, what you would do is instead of tilting them slightly backwards, you would bring them so that they're more parallel to the ground and the ball's more flat. So that's it, parents. Those are the 5 tummy time positions you can do with your little one. Hopefully it is a lifesaver as it was for my little daughter, and tummy time becomes a bit more enjoyable for you. Make sure you click on that free PDF document in the description box below, and hopefully I'll see you next week where I'll share more parenting tips and tricks.